Hey everyone, welcome to Sam's Sports Corner, episode 56. Okay, so I didn't get an episode out last week, but I'm going to stay current with things that have come up over the last few days, try and keep everything fresh. So just an update. Life sucks and I hate everything. The Cubs got knocked out in the wild card game last night, in a game we shouldn't have even been playing against, the Colorado Rockies. We shouldn't have been playing because we had, up until the very last game of the season, or the last two games of the season, we had the best record in the National League. The Milwaukee Brewers end up tying us as far as overall record goes. However, in the series between us and the Brewers, we had them 11 games to 8. So we won 3 more games than they did playing each other during the regular season. Over a course of 162 games, we have the same regular season record overall, but we beat them 3 more times. Somehow, inexplicably, Major League Baseball still considers that a tie. So regular season games no longer mean anything at all. 162 games played. We're right back where we started. We need to do a 1-game playoff between the Brewers and the Cubs, which is absolutely ludicrous. It's garbage. It's trash. We ended up losing that game. And this is all going to sound like bitterness because my team lost and ended up in the losing end of this. But it's not. It's just a dumb rule. It should 100% be going off inner team play during the regular season. Shouldn't have to be a 1-game playoff. There's no need for the 1-game playoff. We had 19 of those, and the Cubs won 11 of them. That is more than 8, which means we were the better team throughout the season. We should have automatically gotten a playoff bid. But we didn't because the MLB is stupid, and they want me to be upset. So we lose that game, and then we play in the wild card game against the Rockies. So through those 2 games, a total of 22 innings, because the wild card game went to 13 innings, the Cubs scored 2 runs. I wanted to be able to blame this on our pitching because we spent $50 million on Yu Darvish, Tyler Chatwood, and Brandon Morrow, who aren't even playing right now, haven't really played 90% of the season, and I wanted to be able to blame it on that, but I can't. It's our hitting. Our offense was so garbage. We had 2 runs, 6 hits over 22 innings. It's not how you win a championship. So bring on Bryce Harper. I'm ready for next year. And now other Chicago sports, because now that baseball is over, we have other sports to look forward to. The other day in a game that all the experts picked the Bears to lose, Mitch Trubisky had 6 touchdowns, the most ever by a Bears quarterback in a single game. And since the season has started, Khalil Mack has 4 strip sacks in 4 games. Prince Amukamara has 2 interceptions. And Akeem Hicks has 3 sacks and a forced fumble. Our team is good. Good is an understatement. They're great. We're going to the playoffs. I said at the beginning of the season, you can mark my words, the Bears are something to be excited about. We crushed Tampa Bay. The offense finally looks like it's coming together. The defense has been great all season. Offense has been kind of mediocre up until this last game. I hope it's a sign of more things to come. I would talk about the Blackhawks, but I think it's just going to upset me, except for the fact Corey Crawford's coming back, but that's about the only good news to come out of the Blackhawks. The last thing we have to talk about is actually an asshole of the week. Drum roll, please. The asshole of the week is, without a doubt, inexplicably, the NCAA. I know it's a shock because they're such a great organization, godly people who like to do good work and are just looking out for the benefit of the students. But, however, in the game against Vandy, Tennessee State, I believe they were playing, one of their linebackers, Christian Abercrombie, got an injury during the game, ended up requiring brain surgery, wasn't responding for the longest. I think he's responding now, so prayers out to him. But he had required brain surgery, was not in good shape. Possibly looking towards the latter end of life in that short amount of time. And so they started a bunch of GoFundMes because that's what our country does. We give money, right? So people are trying to help any way they can because they feel so bad for this kid. The NCAA forced the university to take down the GoFundMes to help this kid with medical bills and rehabilitation and all that stuff because he was receiving impermissible benefits and it would affect his scholarship status. The NCAA made them take down the charity from the rest of the world because this kid required brain surgery because it might affect his scholarship status. Let that sink into you. and then realize that the NCAA is probably the biggest scumbag organization in the history of scumbag organizations. Enron doesn't matter. Pick a scumbag organization. I don't care. I don't care how many baby seals they've killed. I don't care how many toxic dumps they've made into the ocean. I don't. Child labor, nope, doesn't add up to the NCAA and what scumbag assholes they are. They literally took money out of this kid's hands, took the feeding tube out of his mouth, and said, no, you can't have this because we have rules. We got to protect player, I don't know, it's like player virtue or some shit. I don't know. If anyone has the number to the NCAA, like, I don't know if they have a help desk or a customer service, I think we all need to call it. That's what I'm going to do. With this video, I'm going to post the NCAA customer service line, and everybody who watches this needs to call them and tell them what assholes they are. Blow up their line. Maybe they'll have to, I don't know, dedicate more people to answering those phones and stop being such a-holes. It'll take time out of their day from being complete and utter assholes. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next week.